Hello, everybody, and welcome to the next match of the Zelda 1 Randomizer 2025 Winter/Spring Tournament. Today, we have a match here between Mocco and PedanticPotato in Swiss Week 1. I am Elso, and I'm joined here in the booth by CD Improv.
Hi, Elso. How you doing today?
I am doing wonderful. How about you?
Well, I'm highly enjoying the fact that it says, "Oh my God, it works" from Smile Fires in chat. For anybody who was watching yesterday, we had a little bit of difficulty getting the correct overlay to cooperate. So thank you very much to everybody pitching in and doing good work in the background.
And also a thank you to Pleco, who will be doing the tracking tonight.
Yay! Trackers are the best.
Trackers are the ones that, make it sound like we know what we're talking about.
Yeah, wait, we care that we know what we're talking about, though. I mean, we
That
talk
depends.
about food and cookies.
And occasionally math.
Ugh, also math is the only acceptable form of math.
Although I have
So
pawned off all my mints on chat, so we're good.
you have pawned off your what?
My mints.
Ugh. Ugh. No, why? That's terrible. It's like the worst flavor on the planet.
Because I gave the chat the mints and they wanted them, so okay. They
That's
can have
good
them.
as long as they're not anywhere near me. I am perfectly okay with this.
Although I most definitely have a box of Altoids in my apartment.
I, oddly enough, have a box of Altoids in my purse, but we should be underway shortly here. Hey, there we go. Looks like we're hitting a bottom right corner with a power bracelet on the coast item start.
And don't forget to mark your notebooks.
Yay!
Okay, money looks decent so far.
That's helpful because we have to buy a candle. One of the flags that is not on for this tournament is the extra candles flag, which means that every runner, unless you somehow find a red candle or end up with that very, very rare burnless seed, you're going to have to spend some money.
So it looks like we have gorillas and moblins on the overworld, and there's a hint job.
Yay! Well, we can't read those until we find a book. To answer a question in chat, why didn't Pedantic Potato take the rupees? So, it's kind of becoming a common thing. You're going to find 80 gazillion door repairs, and you know that you have to buy a candle. You don't know if all of your money is going to be good, so it is not uncommon to see some runners leave some of the money behind, so that by the time you find the candle store, you still have money available to be able to buy the candle.
Plus, we have guaranteed helpful hints once you get the book, so that is also another reason to get large amounts of cash.
Very, very true. I started doing that because I can't finish this race without, or I can't finish the game usually without some form of ring to keep me alive when Ganon tries to hug me. And, well, I don't want the people stealing all the monies.
Wait, what about a ring pop?
A ring pop. How many hearts does that give me?
It doesn't give you any hearts, but you can give it to Ganon and he's distracted for a few seconds.
Oh, all right. I'm a big fan of things that go oh shiny, so that would definitely work. Meanwhile, we're gonna find level 9 and get an answer to how many Triforces do we need today?
Survey says 7.
Well, that's better than all 8.
And it looks like the Coast Heart is the Armos item.
Ooh. All right. Well, this is okay. We are perfectly okay with that Coast Heart being the Armos item because it's going to put a lot of really useful items in our dungeons, as Pedantic Potato is now up to 4 hearts as well. Mako's going to find level 9, which is a beautiful blue color, and get his answer to the how many Triforces do we need question.
And bear in mind that even though we do not have Heart Shuffle on, the hearts can be shuffled between the stairs or the floor within a given dungeon. Oh, there's the magical sword.
Hey, it worked! Yay, smile fires! Alright, there's the what in a dungeon?
So, apparently, not only do we have an immediate roar based on the word of chat, but also the hearts and the floor and the items will be shuffled between the floor and the stairs in each dungeon, even though there will still be 1 heart per dungeon.
Very, very true. Now, we just did see the magical sword. Not really sure if we're ever going to get to see one of our runners pick that up, but that is another of the things that is randomized in this flag setting. It's going to be between 10 and, I believe, 16. Did I
10 and 14.
Oh, I added a couple of extra. I wanted to go chest jerk percentage. It's fine. All right, Mako's continuing on. We're going to find some old men who are going to keep telling us to not steal our notebooks. We still haven't found our wood sword, but there are a lot more open caves still available in this overworld. Pedantic Potato is going to dodge that lever by just kind of hugging the tree.
And blue gorillas are the greatest snipers that the world has ever seen. There is nobody better.
I mean, you know, those boomerangs can be deadly, just not when we actually find them first.
And the blue gorillas do have this thing where they can do a 0-frame fire.
Oh yeah,
Well,
you walk
just...
on the screen and you've already been hit by the boomerang and you're just gone, ow.
Yeah, like, the enemy hasn't even loaded yet and you get hit by it.
Yeah, and you're like, wait, what just hit me in the head? Mako's going to find level 4 up at the Vanilla White Sword Cave. It's a lovely color of green, and, well, there's a heart on the floor.
Shocking absolutely nobody, and by nobody I mean me. It's probably ladder blocked, because this...
Well, that's a possibility.
I don't know if it's just confirmation bias or this flags it, but it seems like a lot of dungeons like to be ladder blocked early.
Oh, we're about to get an answer to that if we can get the map without hugging the wizards. There may be a way. Oh, well, yeah, no, we're ladder blocked.
But look, level 7's right next door.
Yay! Really? Wait, where was level 7?
At the bottom of the waterfall.
Oh, okay, so Mocco went up the hill first. I like this. We're going to find 4 and 7. One of those is going to have some bomb upgrades in it.
You know, it's a good thing there are not bottomless pits in this level 4, because if there were, you'd probably just fall into level 7.
I mean, well, what if that works out, though? Because sometimes you can do that weird, like, pot clippy thing and get items from the evil Moldorm dungeon.
Yeah.
And that is the extent of my A Link to the Past knowledge of things.
Although now I'm thinking about if you could get around a ladder block in level 7 by falling into it from the dungeon above, and then that allows the ladder to be quote-unquote ladder blocked because you had to fall in from the other level.
The cat says hi. Pedantic Potato, meanwhile, is going to go ahead. It's going to go ahead and get his information that level is, in fact, ladder blocked. He had seen level 7, but you don't have a sword yet. You don't have any bombs, no candle. You probably don't want to go into a dungeon as large as 7 if you can help it. Mocco, meanwhile, has found some bombs for purchase for, what was that, 20 or 25?
25 for the bombs and 64 for the candle in the same shop.
Well, okay, the candle's not terrible. That is a relatively okay priced candle.
And then the old man takes away the last 5 rupees.
Well, I mean, that's why you leave the money behind. just put it in a safe place and you're okay.
Instructions unclear. Pedantic Potato found level 5.
Hey, where was this?
This was at the open desert cave.
Oh, all right. This is fine. With where we spawn, that is kind of a weird spot to make it to first. And this is going to be transport. I'm telling you right now. Yeah.
Combination of the roll of 5 and also that really, really weird start spot.
Yeah. So one of the kind of fun things about some of the shapes that you can get is, depending upon the flag set and shuffle dungeon start rooms, there's another candle bomb shop for Mocco, is if you walk into a dungeon and you're kind of like off to one side, you are probably going to be segmented. And the first staircase you find is probably going to be a transport staircase. It's just one of those things that eventually clicks in and, hey, we found a sword.
Pointy stick.
I mean, we need one of those. We like those.
Yes. So now with the pointy stick, the question is, where is Mocco going to go from here?
Finish the open caves. Pedantic Potato's going to find some any roads.
Looks like 13 for the small secret. Alright, so it looks like Vanilla 1, Vanilla 3, Vanilla 9.
Oh. Well, though, this gives us that one-off check all the way up here.
Yes. I'm very much hoping that our 4th any road is another vanilla dungeon location.
That would be kind of funny because, you know, then it would just be a theme. Be like, hey, we took your dungeons away and gave you any roads. Mocco does a really good bomb force.
No, oh, so close! That was almost a vanilla dungeon spot.
This actually kind of works out for Pedantic Potato because he's going to be able to check that other grave push block, go over here, check a couple more open caves, and then, you know, be good to go.
Yep.
Down to Death Armos, do that screen scroll, and find his sword pretty close to there.
Mocco gambles and does not win.
Did he go team middle?
Yep.
Oh, well,
It was
Tingle
minus
does
15.
occasionally fail. It's a little sad.
Although
Now,
the small win is 24, so that's not terrible.
oh, well, so PedanticPotato is going to shuffle the screen once because every so often you can do exactly that. Get those guys off of your ladder and be able to continue over. He's about to find the candle shop, the bomb shop, but unfortunately he's broke.
But PedanticPotato does know we're a whole bunch of money, so...
Very true. He left 2 secrets behind back near start, though, man, it's a trek and a half to get all the way over here.
Yeah. So that's the main argument for picking up the money as you go, is you have the money on hand more than, like, you're likely to have the money on hand to buy the thing that you want to buy when you need to buy the thing.
Well, unless you've hit like 80 gazillion door repairs, and then you're just going to be really, really mad at that guy.
Yeah, but if you hit all the door repairs after you pick up the small monies, but not the large monies, then you're okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right, so PedanticPotato looks like he's going to walk. Screen scroll would have been slightly faster, though it can be a little difficult to set up without a sword.
Yeah, and
Or
there
is
is
he
some...
going? He's going back to the any road. Okay, I like this too. He's going to go take the any road.
Probably going to take the one to Vanilla 3, because that'll get you closest to the remaining open caves.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that would make sense. And it'll eventually get him his sword.
Also,
Hey,
I
we
like
get to see. Ooh.
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say we get to see what's in the bottom corner, and he is actually gonna prioritize going up towards the open caves, which include Death Armos Screen. We're gonna heal first, which is also a good idea because Death Armos has that name for a reason.
I also do like that level 1's vanilla location isn't any road, which means you don't ever have to route that in.
I know, it's so nice because that is such a weird one. Like, unless your start screen is over near the Vanilla Wood Sword Cave, and that's just kind of like how you get to the rest of the world, it's just such a random thing to try to go to.
The only time it's really convenient to route in is when you're doing Candle Route.
Yes. Well, I always somehow end up doing Candle Road backwards, so... Alright. Mocco, meanwhile, is going to do some fancy flippies.
Oh, wait, we're seeing the Lost Woods.
Yeah, he's actually doing the Lost Woods. This is kind of fun.
So you have
Because he
to go...
did not get a chance to do the grave area because he stopped taking the any roads when he found the one that came out of Vanilla 2. Check that bottom cave. Here comes the sword for PedanticPotato.
So both runners sorted at 11 minutes.
Yay, we have weapons.
The question
weapons
is...
are good.
So the benefit of having the weapon is you can kill things for drops.
Mm-hmm. Yep, but that's only if the game remembers that, bomb droppers are a thing.
Well, the game remembers that bomb droppers are a thing, but it just doesn't remember that bomb drops are.
Yeah, it goes, oh, yeah, I don't feel like giving you this. So, like, poor PedanticPotato kills his first blue enemy and gets absolutely no explosives. But this is a good screen, because these guys might help, maybe. Well, maybe.
One bomb chance on this guy.
Oh, but he's almost up to enough to be able to buy a bomb pack.
Yep.
As long as we don't hit a door repair. Mocco, meanwhile, is going to check this bomb spot over at the grave and find a very purple level 3.
The dark purple! And it's immediately ladder.
Ladder. Please let the ladder be the white sword item.
You know what's going to happen.
I would get such a great giggle out of that.
You know exactly what's going to happen. The ladder will be the white sword item. But the ladder's white sword item will be on a raft.
Oh, I like that.
And
Where are we going to have to go?
Go
into 7? Go into 7 and get the raft to get the white sword?
Yes, but Spiky guards the raft, so you actually need to go into 5 first to get the recorder.
I don't know how I feel about the Spiky murder.
Well, I mean, Spiky could choose not to guard the raft.
He could. He could choose to not make terrible life decisions, but, well, since when has he done that? Meanwhile, PedanticPotato is going to go up in the direction of Death Mountain. He has managed to get some bombs. He's going back to the any roads.
Could also be taking an any road back to...
Get the money? But there wasn't anything on that side of the world.
Let's see. Nope, headed back to the grave area.
Okay.
Mocco has gotten a bomb force.
Yeah, Mocco's really, really getting good at the whole bomb count forcey thing. Hey, it's our letter! Yay!
Now we can buy potions, when we have money. And that's going to be a count reset for Mocco.
Okay. Meanwhile, Pedantic Potato is going to go find level 3. Now, he's probably going to also find that he's fairly immediately ladder blocked from what we can see in level 3.
Yep, because there's
Now,
no
we
door
are
to the
pretty
left.
much... Yeah, we're pretty much dead center in the middle of this dungeon. So there's a small chance that there's a room either to the right or the left from this start room. But you only have one bomb, and you don't really want to waste it right now.
By the way, the arrow price is terrible.
What was it?
97.
Ouch. That's highway robbery game. Mocco's trying to, yep, get the good bomb force again. Good job, Mocco.
And is rewarded with gambling. No.
Oh, I mean, we didn't really lose much, so it's fine.
And also 36 for the large win is kind of rough.
Yeah. Pedantic Potato manages to get a bomb drop as well. That, I think, I'm going to have to mark that as, like, the arrow shop in case we need it.
Also, a blue ring was sighted.
I mean, these guys are good at the game. They don't need that, maybe.
But it's only 232 rupees.
Wow, it actually rolled down? That's fantastic.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'll have to mark that one too, just because that's something I would never forget to mark on my own tracker.
But also, it's on Death Mountain, so it's, you know.
It's the only one we've seen, so I have a feeling either it or the arrow shop are going to end up being our rare shop tonight. And they're off in Timbuktu. Ooh, lots of bomb droppers.
We like bomb droppers.
And another good bomb force here from Mocco. 82 rupee key. That might be our cheap key today.
Also 55 rupee meat.
So we can get a cheeseburger and, you know, something to unlock a door.
I'm just going to call the key the little, like, you know how some restaurants, when you get an order of cheese fries, they give you, like, the little wooden stick to pick up the fries?
Oh, it's the stirrer?
Yeah.
all right. I could be, yeah.
So that way you can have your cheeseburger and your seasoned french fries.
Yeah, otherwise, you know, Death Mountain's kind of coming up a little bit empty here. We can't do the push block yet because that power bracelet is on the coast. Pedantic Potato's going to go back for a bomb refill.
Oh, no, maybe not. 1 rupee away from being able to get that
Oh, we're getting a candle. There we go. Good job, Pedantic Potato.
I actually like this play to go ahead and get the candle over the bomb refill.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea too. There are a bunch of bomb droppers up here. He does still have money. We get an up A save from both of our runners at basically the exact same time.
I think Mocco did a power cycle to be able to reset the global count.
Yeah, that's why we saw all the weird numbers, I think.
Which, that is a thing you can do, is your global count generally will not reset ever unless you do a power cycle. So sometimes you'll see runners save and then immediately power cycle to get their bomb global count where they want it.
Ooh, hey,
like that.
That's a really nice screen full of bomb droppers, kind of really close to our start screen, right at the top for Pedantic Potato. Now, the second quest 7 bush did open, so he's going to go around and take a look and see what we got.
Yep.
However, the first quest 8 did not open.
You can technically do a clip into the tree to be able to get to the other side. However, that is never going to be required.
Well, no, because Brett is amazing and wants to make sure we can actually, you know, beat the game.
Yes.
All right, so we're going to go see what that was.
It is money.
Money!
Oh,
whoa. Hello, money.
Well, maybe the blue ring is a little bit easier to purchase.
It's still off in the absolute middle of nowhere, but yes, that is a very nice large secret hiding underneath that shrub.
Also, I feel like if I'm going all that way, I'm just going to go buy the arrows instead.
Yeah, arrows would... it's kind of hard. So we've already had to buy our candle, which took up some of our resources. But that large secret, like, we have some left over, as Mocco's about to find level 5 with a sword, so we might actually get to see some stuff.
Although Pedantic Potato's nearby, so they may elect to go into 5 themselves.
Yeah, he's rounding the corner. I mean, of the things we've seen, I'd probably want to choose 5 over 7.
Yeah.
4's ladder blocked, 3's ladder blocked. We probably need a key, though, in level 5. Uh-oh.
Well, this might be a short trip into 5.
Yeah.
And it looks like Pedantic Potato's going to elect not to dig 5. Probably saw that key block
I think he's
earlier.
trying to pirouette, maybe?
Yes.
Well,
didn't see a pirouette attempt.
yeah, he was trying to. Looks like Mocco's trying to do the exact same thing.
Looks like both will be leaving 5 empty-handed. Now, Pedantic Potato, with all of the money and the candle, would elect to make a keep. Oh, wait, going for one more pirouette.
Yeah, he was trying to see if there was a left side door. There just wasn't. And I think Mocco was just trying to do the exact same thing. Pedantic Potato didn't make it through the staircase, so he doesn't know yet that he is, in fact, or at least I don't think he did, so he's key blocked.
Well, also there is the chance that this is a drop room at 5, and without a sword, it's kind of hard to kill the enemy.
Yeah, very true.
But Pedantic Potato does have the candle advantage right now, which is not insignificant.
Didn't Mocco buy a candle?
Nope.
Hmm.
Mocco never had the money while up on Death Mountain.
And that's about the only place we've seen the candle shops. Ooh.
Combined with, so far, the only large secret we've seen is under a candle spot. And Mocco's going ahead and grinding for a bomb drop here.
I can't say that I blame him. You've got money hiding behind some of these caves. There we go. Got the bomb drop. Now, I would almost think about saving it. Save the bombs.
Yeah. I would honestly consider a save and then another power cycle to try to get it off.
Don't take the... Okay, stop taking money. Pedantic Potato.
This is when you do not want money.
Yes, don't take any more money. We're going to take the any road, which will get us up to... No, we're not. Where are we going? More
candle
burn bushes. Okay.
Because, honestly, if I'm in Pedantic Potato shoes, I just got a candle. I'm going to want to push as many candle spots as I can, because I don't know if my opponent has that yet.
Well, very true, but at the same time, you've got 244 rupees. You know where a candle store, not candle store, arrow store, and a blue ring store are. Hey, we found level 6.
And level 8.
Yay.
So level 8's at the corner of Candle Row. Level 6, I want to say, is Coast? That, Crossroads Coast spot?
Yeah, because Mocco had bombs, but he didn't have a candle. Pedantic Potato is not impressed by 8, so we're gone.
Honestly, not a bad idea.
Yeah.
It's level 8.
Oh, buy it. Buy it, buy it, buy it. Yeah.
I bought it.
Good job. Woohoo.
Honestly, though, with 2 large secrets left, I mean, you can afford to buy arrows. And that does confirm, I think, the arrow shop is the rare shop. And that...
Oh, look at the 6. This is so beautiful. Wow. This is the alien at the end of Spaceballs that pops out of the guy's stomach. He's like mid-stomach pop.
You know what? If you told me that... Oh, that's a meat block.
Yeah, it is. That's not good.
If you told...
pirouette.
Oh, well, there's another large secret under a burn spot.
Oh, dear. That's not good for Mocco. So Mocco's going to go ahead and take out this... I was just going to say, Mocco's going to take out the Room of Orange Darkness, because it's got a door that goes to the north. And I do like the blue ring purchase.
You know, if you told me this level 6 was actually a hand-designed level, I would believe you.
Ah, yeah, kind of. It almost looks like we were replacing Pickles? Pickles?
Pickles?
I was thinking about the scene in Spaceballs and pizza, and we were talking about cheeseburgers, so, you know, it's my brain. Mocco, meanwhile, is like, okay, I've had enough of this level 6. It is potentially bait blocked, is a problem.
So you might have just put the image of pickles on pizza in my head.
I've had a cheeseburger pizza that did, in fact, have pickles on it. Hey, Mocco's getting almost enough money to be able to purchase that candle.
Pedantic Potato does get a bomb drop, very important.
Yes, those are very helpful.
So, now if you're Mocco, you know that it's 7 Triforces, you kind of have to decide if you're going to dig this 6 or not. Like, you don't have to decide now, but that's something you got to keep in the back of your mind. One of 6 or 8 has to be checked for a Triforce.
Yeah, well, I mean, if I have a choice, and there's nothing important in it, I would just leave that 6 alone. Because that is large, it's spread out. Yes, there's going to be a transport staircase in there somewhere, but who knows if it's actually going to go anywhere you want it to go to.
It could go to the very tippy top of the level.
It could, and then you get like 4 rooms in, and it dead ends because there's an old man below it. Good bomb drop there, or force for Mocco.
And is rewarded with in this cave?
Money!
Well, that'll be enough to buy a candle.
Okay, he's going to up a save. We're going to go get the candle now. So this is good for Mocco. He's going to be able to catch up a little bit. Pedantic Potato just found level 2. It's very yellow.
So level 2 is going to be the lemon lollipop candy.
Okay. I mean,
based on the color.
okay, you could also say lemon heads, but we got to be a little careful. This blue ring is going to be really nice for Pedantic Potato, especially in rooms like this, because those bubbles are going to take his sword away. This is going to keep him from taking as much damage to these dark nuts as he could. Now, he's clearing this because there is a chance that this is a transport staircase.
And given where you started in this too,
Yeah.
I think the odds are good enough that you just go ahead and do it.
Yeah, go ahead, clear it now. Make sure, see what it is, see what you're dealing with. Because if it is a transport staircase and it goes to something really amazing, then, you know, that's great. If it's not, it only took a minute or two.
And this room will stay dead forever.
Yes, because of the bubbles. Oof. Just don't die.
No!
Crud. Well, alright. Now we gotta clear it again. Mocco, meanwhile, gets his candle, finds a bunch of money and a door repair.
Well, now the question is, will Pedantic Potato try again?
Yes, he's already... Oh, the dark nuts are not terrible. The orange ones.
Honestly, I think both are vanilla.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
And
Also,
I kind of agree with Bogey. If I died in that... Oh, man, this is so segmented, I feel like. But if I had died in that room, I would definitely just go back to the top room, go to the next room, see what it looks like, and if it is horrible, then maybe go back and clear the other one.
I feel like this is a case where you use combat bombs.
Yeah, I would also stand in between the statues so I wasn't taking frag damage from the statues while I'm trying to kill the pancakes. So, little known fact for those who maybe don't play the randomizer or haven't seen this very much. If you stand directly in the middle of this room, and I mean the dead center of this room in between those two statues, the statues won't fire at you. Now, the pancakes should eventually start homing in on your location because the game is either going to chase the actual location of Link or the mirror location of Link. But either way, you're going to have a lot more health when you're finally done clearing this room.
And for what it's worth, that glitch, as we find level 1 at Forgotten
Yay!
Spot, that glitch does work with vanilla as well.
Oh, does it?
Yes.
Oh, well, I just figured it was something that was built into the game anyway. Oh, no. Well, okay, so here's the good news. Pedantic Potato did leave the room, so there's going to be two pancakes left when he goes back. And the good news about this is he's going to have 3 hearts. Maybe.
So I'm noticing something about this scene.
Well, what?
Well, besides the fact that level 1 is
we
segmented.
found everything.
Yeah, you could technically beat the seed candlelist. You just have to dig both 6 and 8.
Ooh. Well, you have to hope that nothing's in 8 because 8's underneath Burnbush. So.
Oh, well, never mind. You have to be able to.
We're not blocked by a power bracelet, raft recorder, or ladder at this point, except for inside of the dungeons, though.
Right.
So we have a question in chat. What are the flags for this tournament?
Well, if I pull up my handy little notes here, we have a mixed first quest overworld between spots on the first and second quest here on the overworld.
Oh.
That's a level 2. Shapes dungeons, as we are seeing with this level 2 and level 1 shapes, both of which are segmented.
Woohoo!
The hints are helpful, but the book is required to understand the old men. Start shuffle is easy start shuffle. Level 9 entry is 5 to 8 Triforces. In this particular scene, it is 7. Ganon is required. Enemy HP is +/-2. Bosses are normal. All caves are shuffled about. Dungeon items are shuffled about, including the Armos, Coast Heart, and White Sword Cave. Charts are not shuffled, and hearts are shuffled to be within the floor or the staircase within a dungeon, but each dungeon will contain 1 heart container.
Oh, it's a French vanilla banana.
Yay! The shop items are shuffled, the second questions are on, enemies are shuffled all over the place. The red bubble curse is swordless, although there are no red bubbles. White sword is 4 to 6 hearts, magical sword is 10 to 14 hearts, 3 heart start, 0 Triforce start, and no extra candles.
Mocco's not happy to see that key, apparently. Alright, so we found a boomerang here in level 1. Pedantic Potato, I don't know that we have found anything. We have 2 keys, though, so that's pretty useful. And, you know, dark nuts, because we love dark nuts. Transport staircase, or just open the door?
There's a door.
Open in the door.
So, apparently, in my statement of the summary, I made a mistake, and now there is a shark boss.
Well, I mean, there are Zoras, so maybe it's just like the evolution of a Zora, as Mocco does a really good job threading his way between two different Lionel beams.
You know, I could see a boss Zora where it shoots the Wizard beams instead of the regular fireballs.
Oh, dear. Don't. Hey, level 1 is giving us keys, which is kind of cool, by the way.
Yeah, that's very unusual. Also,
hey,
I'm very...
floor heart in 2.
Bum, ba, bum, 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 bum.
I mean, all the items in 2 are going to be on the floor. However, there's going to be a heart, and there'll be an item.
Yep. Also, for what it's worth, I'm really good at coming up with bad ideas for Zelda.
Oh, I remember.
You know, like the wall masters that shoot, or the wizards that shoot wall masters.
Yes, I remember these conversations, which is usually when I just kind of change the subject and say, hey, guess what I learned the other day? Apparently the word tiburon is shark in Spanish.
Ooh.
All right, meanwhile, Mocco is like, I'm done in level 1. We had a bow in level 1. Or no, Pedantic Potato. Yeah, Mocco found a bow in level 1 and a banana. Wow.
That they just swapped locations.
We're gonna buy a key, which I kind of like, but I'm confused why we're not buying. There we go. Go back for the arrows, Mocco.
Also, there is the red candle in level 2.
Yay, that's actually pretty helpful. There's also a Triforce here for Pedantic Potatoes. Both of our runners have their first Triforces. Mocco will have bow and arrows available for shooting things.
I feel like the Triforce is slightly important.
Maybe we do need 7 of them.
Well, considering your options are fully clear 6 and 8 if you don't. Well, potentially fully clear 6 and 8.
Yeah. Alright, here we go. Mocco, meanwhile, is going the other way. He's gotta go around through Candle Row and find level 8, though I don't think we see him clear level 8 at this point. Well, alright, so here's the codicil, I guess. We haven't found the white sword item, which could still be the ladder. But we do need a ladder to finish some of these dungeons from what we can tell, since the only rooms we can see are two Chevys. I think that was in 4.
Yes.
And 1 in 3.
Well, it looks like level 8 is going to be the dig.
Yay! All right. I mean, there's 2 items in here. There's a heart in here, and if the game is kind and gives us a Triforce, we're gonna take it.
Instructions unclear. The Triforce was inside of the heart.
That would be a very strange place for a Triforce. But yeah, the one thing we do know is that our power bracelet is not going to be blocking our ladder.
Which is good.
Well,
but
I mean, or we broke the game.
Yeah, but if we broke the game, then, well... There's the Triforce!
Oh, wow. Beautiful trip. Do we take it and leave? Or do we go back in?
I feel like you go back in and do a little bit of due diligence.
Do like a Rick 6 on level 8?
Yeah. Like, I probably would have at least checked the door to the south.
Okay. Yeah, check anything that's like connected to the start screen, but I agree with Bogey here. I think it would probably leave as well.
Yeah. Like, you don't spend...
Oh, no!
Well, Mikey has decided that you
that's why you don't go south.
Oh, but wait a minute. Hold on.
Oh, shiny?
There's a ruby boss. There's a push block.
Oh, we can't bomb out of it, though.
But there's a... All right.
Useful.
Spiky.
Maybe. Oh, no. No. Oh, no, Spiky.
Spiky doing the absolute troll. No. Saying, there's a spiky block. You got to go around. And then the game's like, okay, nope. Now Spiky's going to die.
Oh, Spiky's going to die.
Now I think you leave, though. 100%.
Yeah, I agree. You've got an item. You've got a very useful item. Once you get the Triforce, you have a great way to come back and get get the other item if it somehow ends up being silvers or something that you necessarily have to beat the game.
Maybe you check this door to the north.
I know. No.
No?
Take it and leave.
You just leave.
Take it and run. Because we are, so at the moment, there's a lot of variance in this flag set, okay? But you're 32 minutes into this seed. You know somebody, you know who you are facing. Even like, a lot of runners were looking at the clock going, All right. Well, we might need to go. They might be ahead of me. PedanticPotato is going to find this lovely and wonderful level 6 that we saw.
As Mocco is going to find a heart container.
Yeah. Heart containers
about
are
it.
nice, but
Gonna
we're going to
pick up
take a
the potion.
potion. PedanticPotato is going to see the bait block that may or may not be required. And then he's going to be like, okay, can I get through the other way? Love it. Sadly, we cannot go that way.
Also, no meat purchase for Mocco yet.
To answer a question of the slums, we are not 100% certain that the bait is required. We've seen the map of level 6, so there is a chance that that's the only way to get through. But at this point, there are a few more things that you may want to buy with your money.
Furthermore, there's no guarantee that there is a bomb wall behind the block.
Exactly. We already know that there's not one to the right, but it's not 100% certain that you know, this doesn't lead somewhere. We know that if you go to the left, you're going to hit a vertical chute, so you can't go that way. So there's a chance this may go where you need it to. Here's
Also,
our
to
map,
answer
by the way.
Sorry, go ahead.
We get to see the alien popping out of the guy's stomach from Spaceballs again.
So there was a question in chat of, so if PedanticPotato and Potato Pony had a kid, would it be Pedantic Pony or Potato Potato?
Yes, there's middle names.
PedanticPotato Potato Pony.
And yeah, there may be a bomb wall behind, the bait block, but until we get into the room above the orange jerk nuts, the potato pony. Oh dear, all right.
That was the perfect entry.
Anyway, yes, good job. So until we see the room above this and see if if the wall to the right bombs, or left bomb, then we don't know for sure if that bait block is required. Mocco's gonna find level 2. And yeah, it's the positioning of it, Leslie. Oh, well, that will be nothing.
There is a locked door, though. That is important.
Yes, there is a way to get around the bait block, and there is a bomb wall. So we have access to the rest of this lovely Darknut infested level 6.
Yes.
Did we really want access to the... Oh!
Yes! Yes, we do! Yes, we want access!
Yeah.
Oh, but you gotta get it!
Yeah! Don't die! Don't die, because you're gonna have to clear the Darknut room again!
Go! Flee!
Yeah!
Alright, so here's the real question. Do you just leave 6 right now?
Yes, you know it's not a ladder. It's a very, very large dungeon. Maybe clear this room and the next one, and then get the heck out of Dodge, because you only need 7 Triforces.
I think, honestly, you probably just go until you die once. And then as soon as you die once, you're like, okay, I'm leaving.
Yeah. Oh, gosh, the candle boost was really good there, by the way. Knowing that the candle wasn't going to kill him.
And you're rewarded with nothing!
Oh, is he going to keep going? I mean, it's not like it's a big 6. It's just, it's really, really spread out. Maybe kill the rest of the pancakes before coming out of the pancake armor. Mocco, meanwhile, is going to get the information that level 2 is segmented. PedanticPotato is going to take a death.
I think you leave 6 now.
I think I would have grabbed that ring and left.
Like, I don't have an issue with continuing to stick around to see if you can get a quick Triforce after you've gotten the ring.
Well, yeah, but, you know, he went into a couple of rooms. None of them were happy. I would have been like, nah, I'm getting out of Dodge until the game tells me that I have to come back. So to kind of answer a question in chat, since we had doors coming above the bait block to the left, hey, there's the Triforce in 2 for Mocco. He's going to keep looking, though, and find his red candle. That bait block was not required. So in our runner's case, it's really lucky because they get to keep the money for things like keys or arrows or rings. Or
Speaking
potions.
of rings, it hits me that Mocco may never actually see that red ring out of 6.
Yeah, I don't know if he's going back in there.
Which could be a factor in level 9, because, well, level 9 likes to be terrible.
Oh, well, and we have Darknuts inside the dungeons, with Wizrobes, I believe.
Yeah.
Not in the same set, but we're gonna have, you know, Wizrobe and Darknut dungeons.
And even though we have the immediate roar in level 9, that doesn't mean Zelda's gonna be free.
That also doesn't mean we can get to Ganon, because sometimes you have to, like, go all the way to the top of the dungeon to be able to find a staircase to get anywhere close to him.
Yeah. Level 9 likes to be wonky.
Uh-huh. We like wonky.
Wonky 9s are fun 9s.
Yes.
PedanticPotato's now back in level 5.
Okay, I like this. Go ahead. See what you can do. You've got keys. You know, this is really good for him.
And noticing a lovely key door here. PedanticPotato will first try to bomb out of the room, and now we'll take the key door. So let's see what's in level 5. I predict ladder.
Oh, hello.
It's
Yeah,
just
ladder
land
would be
knowledge.
okay. I still want the ladder to be the white sword item, but it looks
Well-
like it's a white sword.
I mean,
Hey,
you're not going to say
okay.
no to it.
Okay, no, you're gonna go get that, and then you're gonna check a couple of rooms that are not key blocked to see if you can find that Triforce.
And you're now going to completely ignore that the magical sword exists.
Yeah, because you don't care. This is actually, I love this technique from PedanticPotato. I've used this a couple of times. Clip into the staircase, clear these guys from the safety spot, see if the room drops you a key. Mocco, meanwhile, with a bunch of keys as well, he's going to go back into level 5, which means that offensive advantage for PedanticPotato is not going to last very long.
No, but the defensive one will remain.
Oh yeah, until Mocco either buys a blue ring or goes back into level 6.
Now, the lack of keys might be an issue for PedanticPotato here.
Oh, we got another potential staircase. So if this is a fully segmented 5, yep, we're going
Which
to
it
have
is.
a second set of transport stairs. So let's see where this goes.
Well, if this goes off to the middle of nowhere, it might be a triple segment 5.
That'd be funny.
Yeah,
All right,
it's possible.
Great clip from Mocco into the staircase without like even a moment's hesitation. All right, where is our Triforce or a compass or a map? I think we have like a teeny tiny segment down on the bottom, and then that transport took us to the other half of the main segment. I think we're just two pieces.
Well, let's see. The Triforce is probably going to be in Kentucky.
Why would it be in? It's gonna be on the other side of the ladder block, I think.
Ha! Look at that!
Sorry.
Wait a minute. Hold on. One, we have both items out of.
Huh?
2, we have both items out of.
Yes.
3, 4 are ladder blocked.
Yes.
And we know the item out of 5
I
and 6.
am telling you, it's gonna be the white sword item.
But hold on.
Or
In
an
comes
8.
number 7.
Oh, not 7. Oh,
PedanticPotato is going to go for number 7.
He's got to. You got to at this point. You need the Triforce. I mean, you can't get the one that's in, you can't get that other one. Oh.
And now
I'm so
Mocco's
sorry.
also going to find out that you need the ladder.
Yeah, we already knew we needed the ladder.
Well,
All right,
At
here we
least-
go, 7.
well, now you need the ladder even more.
This is great. I love this level. This is so much fun.
Although Mocco
Oh, you can't even bomb down. Oh, dear.
Yep.
Well, we're leaving 5. I mean, Mocco got the relevant information. He got the item, he knows where the Triforce is, and he knows that he cannot get it at the moment.
And it looks like Mocco's also going to go to 7. Now, this does
That's-
make a little bit more sense for Mocco, having one item out of 8.
Oh, look, 7 is Cubone. Uh-oh.
Oh, I thought it was some type of bunny with a large head.
What is, look at, okay, bunny with a large head also works, but look at this, can we get, we're gonna have to go through the shoot room.
Yep. Or around
Ugh.
it via the
If
bomb
this-
walls this way.
Yeah.
But with PedanticPotato having only 1 key, you might not be very inclined to go, oh, hi.
Free? He's like, oh, I want that. I want that. Oh!
Oh, you gotta go through it!
Ah!
Oh, come
Ladder-
on. If the ladder,
ladder
item
will
is,
be
if
here.
the,
The
if the
ladder
ladder
will be
item in
here.
7 is ladder block.
The
Oh,
ladder
Pedantic
will
gonna
be
take it,
here.
Probably for the healthy belt.
No. You can go north out of that shoot room. I'm telling you, the ladder's now going to be in 7 on the other side of that key door.
Well, the question is PedanticPotato going to spend the key?
Yes, because he's going back in. Mocco, meanwhile, is checking some whistle spots. To answer
Wait.
your question from Real Samwise Gamgee, the flags in this chat, the relevant ones. We have shapes for the dungeons, mixed first quest overworld, random Triforce entry into 9. The value is going to be anywhere between 5 and 8 Triforces. In today's case, it is 7. And we have what is called intra dungeon heart shuffle, which is where the item, there's going to be a heart and an item. Inside, oh, Mocco's gonna get red ring. There's gonna be a heart and an item inside the dungeons, respectively, as their first quest placement. So 1 and 8 will have 2 items, but inside the dungeon themselves, they're gonna be shuffled, so you won't know if it's gonna be on the floor. Is it gonna be in the staircase? Which is really fun.
Folks, we might be about to see something amazing. A runner unhappy to see a red ring.
Yeah, he's gonna burn it because he knows I'm on comms. It's fine. He's gonna do it. It's fine. He's gonna get it, which is the important part.
I've also heard a suggestion in chat that 7 is the baby vulture from the Bugs Bunny cartoons.
Oh wait, he's going the wrong way is the problem.
Well, I mean, you gotta... Oh, yeah, well, this is just gonna take Mocco a while.
It's gonna take him a little bit of time. Please put something in the... Oh, it's not in the moat room. Okay.
Look, we all know that it would have been the silver in the moat room. No!
That would have been highly amusing.
Actually, at this point, I'm inclined to think that silvers are going to be in 4, because why not?
There it is.
There's the red ring.
He's going to burn it. I'm telling you right now, he's going to
Are you sure he wants...
He's going to... No. Oh, no, he's going to pick it up. Okay.
When you have that many dark nuts surrounding it, burning it...
Okay, well, fine. But I'll ask him about it later, because in other races that I have done commentary for him on, he has burned it just because he likes to see my reaction when he does. It's okay. It's rather entertaining. Now, Mocco, with the red ring, the white sword, he's going to keep digging here a little bit.
Probably going to look for the Triforce some.
Yeah, I would. Give it a couple more rooms. He's got a little more health and a little more survivability than PedanticPotato did when he was in here, because PedanticPotato had taken a couple of bops trying to get through the Darknet room.
Oh, hi, Spiky.
Uh-oh.
And Spiky is blocking a door.
Well, the keys are nice, though. Mocco's going to come out of level 6 with, you know, an additional key than when he went in.
And another moat.
Uh-oh. All right, put silvers in the middle of this one.
Instructions unclear. Blue boomerang instead.
Well, I mean, Fury would be thrilled to see that, like, 2 minutes into a race, but not even he would be happy to see it now. Alright, so, Mocco's gonna find chill, poor little Moldorms who are going to die. PedanticPotato's gonna clear the moat room.
And gets nothing. Oh, hello.
Oh, staircases are good. He's gonna go ahead and clear this, which is good.
Yeah, you might want to walk back out. You might also just want to, you know, see if there's a drop. But also got a bomb pack. Going into the stair. It's a transport. I think you take it.
I think he might want to, well, maybe see if this room bombs.
Might also want to clear this room because there are some of these rooms that have drops. Oh! The Triforce is all the way at the other side of the level.
Ugh. Wow, but yeah, but Mocco's almost there. He's got a bunch of keys, so as long as he can get to it, this is actually good for him. It'll save him from having to dig something like, well, 7 was easy, but it'll save him from having to dig something later.
Like 8.
No, no, it won't.
Ah!
Beautiful. Good job, Elsoa.
We have
Zelda's
Oh, hello.
That's
one ladder block avoided in 7.
Yeah.
Too bad it was only the compass, which tells you the Triforce is in the room you have to go through.
Well, I mean, we already knew that, but thanks, game. No. Okay, we're gonna clear the Darknet some more. Zelda's, that was perfect placement. This 6 is a thing of beauty.
Alright, let's see the ladder block.
From the Triforce in 6, so that then they have to go all the way back in? Oh gosh, that would be terrible.
That's how this game works. This ladder blocks you everywhere. Let's see. Nope.
Oh, well, more dark nuts. Mocco's gonna break out some bombs. Let's soften these guys up a little bit. You do have red ring, but you only have a heart and a half, so you gotta be careful.
Now down to a heart.
Yeah, I had a potion, so this is a beautiful reason why you pick up a potion early when you can, and a great reason to use it. That's the wand in 7.
Okay.
White sword ladder.
So it's a 50-50 now on the white sword ladder.
Or it's an 8 somewhere.
Honestly, I feel like PedanticPotato's probably gonna dig 8. Oh wait. Going back to what if there's the magic bomb wall in 4 and it's been in 4 the whole time?
Again, it is a possibility because we can't see the map of 4. We haven't seen the map, I don't think. But I'm still saying it's it's possible that it's a white sword ladder.
Oh no, we have the map.
Oh no, we have the map. Yeah, that's how we
Wait.
knew that the 2 Chevy rooms are kind of in the way. But didn't Mocco try bombing north out of this room?
No.
Uh-oh.
Oh boy. But Mocco's going right into 4.
Yeah, I mean, you're at 7. You might as well go do 4.
And at this point,
well,
I mean,
do 4 before 7, actually.
honestly, the amount of time Mocco spent getting the Triforce out of 6 kind of counterbalances the time Potato spent in 7.
Okay.
Oh, you can get around the ladder blocks so far.
Oh, there we go. It's not ladder block. I still want it to be the white sword item.
Alright, well then let's just put the raft in 4. We'll make the white sword raft block.
Yeah, we were talking about that earlier.
Yeah, except it was 7 that had to happen, not 4. But that's okay.
Yeah.
Also, the
And-
wand is going to help with these bubble rooms.
It really is, but Mocco still has bow and arrows. So until Pedantic Potato gets all the way over to the Forgotten Spot, he's going to be a little bit behind on that one.
Yeah, that's actually probably going to hurt Pedantic Potato more than anything else is.
Just where it is, yeah.
Yeah, and having to get over to Forgotten Spot.
It's a thing. Though, red ring, white sword, and wand, I would be doing the double tap so much in this level. I'd be like, bunk, 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 bunk. And for anybody who doesn't know, if you, in the same frame, hit the A and B button with the wand and the white sword selected, you can get both the damage from the head of the wand and whatever sword you happen to have.
Doing it with the wand and the magical synced old men!
Yay!
Doing it with the wand and the magical sword gives you 6 damage per frame, which just completely deletes badges.
It's so nice. Alright, we have the item here in 4 for both of our runners.
It's the ladder!
Alright, fine.
So the game just decided to be a man. Just decided to troll you by saying, oh yeah, you don't have bombs, we'll come back with this ladder literally in like 45 minutes.
Ah, that's fine. I mean, this is our second, you know, we need lots of Fred Coughlin monkeys eating ice cream in chat right now.
I like ice cream.
I mean, I like ice cream too, and it keeps people from doing the thing where they blame him.
So, the real question is, what flavor of ice cream would you prefer?
Do I prefer? I
Yes.
like things that are vanilla based because I happen to love chocolate chip cookie dough. I actually, one of my assistants at a former job, they were making chocolate chip cookie dough and they forgot to put the leavener in it on purpose, kind of, so that I would have no option but to make chocolate chip cookie dough ice cream. Potato Pony wants potato ice cream.
I've seen cookie dough, I've seen peppermint stick, I've seen brambleberry crisp.
Somebody's Canadian.
I'm gonna put out a vote in favor.
Oh yeah, did we know the Triforce was in there?
No.
Okay, well the Triforce was in the moat room, so you know that's the thing. Mocco's accidentally gonna walk back in and be like, "No, I'm trying to leave. Go away." Now he's gonna record her away. Ohio's close enough to Canada, fair.
And recorder immediately right back.
Yes. Well, you know. There is the Triforce pickup for Pedantic Potato. So Mocco is slightly ahead where he has 1 additional Triforce over Pedantic Potato, but that came at a very high cost as it was dug out of a very large level, well, not large, a very sprawled out level 6.
Actually, Mocco is 2 Triforces ahead, because remember, Pedantic Potato has not seen level 1 yet.
Oh, that's... Well, yeah, but Pedantic Potato has 4 Triforces and Mocco has 5.
Oh, right, they both have the 1 out of 4.
Yeah, they both just got the 1 out of 4.
I apologize, I was distracted by ice cream.
Believe it or not, I can math. But you are correct in the fact that Pedantic Potato hasn't seen level 1, so he still has to find it. And that's going to cost him a little bit of time, as he's probably going to do a bunch of Death Mountain stuff.
Wait a minute.
What?
We never got our summer math.
Okay, do some else math about this then.
Okay, well, let's see. We're in level 3 right now.
Uh-huh.
And 3 times 3 is 9, which is also 3 squared, but 3 plus 2 is 5, but we've already gotten the item out of 5, so the next closest dungeon is going to be 8, which is also 3 plus 5, which means the silver arrows are going to be the white sword item.
Okay, sure. I'm good with that.
Because
Can it be on
the
the
white sword
raft
item
spot?
has no connection to 3.
Can it be on the raft spot?
Yes.
Okay,
And we'll put the
'cause
raft
I
in.
would find that funny. All right, Pedantic Potato, meanwhile, chose the correct direction, has found level 1, will be getting their bow, and probably just noping out on the banana. And the nice part is that Pedantic Potato also has enough money to be able to buy the arrows, and he's just around the corner from the arrow store. There is the book in level 3 for Mocco. You take this, because it will give you hints in level 9.
Wait, I'm looking at the map. Silvers now have
8 or 9 or white sword.
Yeah, so it's a 66% chance.
Yeah. Well, the raft is going to take up one of the spots. Actually, the raft has to be an 8. Or
Not
the white sword
necessarily.
item. Well, it can't be a 9.
But the power bracelet can block the white sword item.
True, and we got the ladder, but...
Yeah.
So, again, the raft has to be one of the spots outside of 9. So that
Yes.
does kind of weight some of your calculations a little bit there. Because it changes the math.
There's the bow
Yes.
for Pedantic Potato.
Yay, we need that.
We can't stab Ganon with the silver arrows.
Don't you wish you could, though? I mean, in real life, you could just walk up and smack him in the head with it and be like, I'm done.
Hey, I've told my players in my D&D group that they are allowed to smack people with arrows. We'll just deal less damage.
One of my friends has a chair of shame. As Mako's going to pick up the Triforce out of level 3, he has a chair of shame for his dice that are very sad dice rollers.
Oh, look, Mocco has a Triforce.
Yeah, Mocco got the Triforce out of 3. So he needs 1 remaining Triforce. He's going to go ahead, pick up the power bracelet, because he knows that there's a white sword item that could maybe not be a raft. Who knows?
Well, not only that, but Mocco's Triforce pieces also make a Triforce.
Yay!
So it's Triforceception.
Oh, okay.
Oh, we're getting hints.
Oh, we're going to get hints. I like this. Well, we already knew that, but that's fine.
Yeah, Aquamanus awaits with the boomerang, as we see on Potato side. Let's see, what else? Manhandler threatens with the book. Thank you!
Thanks, game. We kind of knew that, but it's all right.
Let's see, and Gleok lurks with the... Okay!
Maka's like, game? What is this? This is not funny. Yeah, he's
that
gonna
is a
up a
great set of
retry,
hints.
get his money back.
That is a great set of hints to get 50 minutes before this point.
Oh yeah, here comes the Triforce pickup for Pedantic Potato out of level 1. Now, that is, that's pretty amazing. Yes, to answer a question in chat, you needed the ladder to get the book out of level 3, which was ladder blocked, to be able to read the hint.
You know what? I would
But
bet
again,
at this...
it's like your grandparents. They were trying to help.
They
meant well.
I would bet at this point, Mocco will never go into 7.
Yeah, I don't think he is either. I don't think.
Well, actually, hold on.
I think you go into 9 and let it tell you that the silvers aren't here before you go into 7.
Yeah, because the Triforce in 5 is very quick to get. There's the last of the money.
Yay, all the monies. It's under a power bracelet spot, so yeah, it's a good thing we had a free red ring. To answer your question in chat, did they take different routes? They have explored the overworld differently. They've done a lot of things differently in some of the dungeons, but they got the same... they got the ladder basically at the exact same time. So they're about to be able to make progress in a bunch of different ways, so it could come closer than it looks right now.
And even then, the main difference is Pedantic Potato hadn't gone to 1 yet, but honestly, the 7 and 6 plays really kind of canceled each other out, because they both spent about the same amount of time in those two respective dungeons.
Yeah, and I think about the only wrinkle right now that could still cause Pedantic Potato some issues would be if that recorder ends up being required for silvers or anything like that, because Pedantic Potato isn't going to have the recorder unless he goes back into 8.
Yeah, it's going to require either a Spiky in 9 or a Dig Dogger blocked silvers in 8.
Yeah.
But if the Dig Dogger blocks the silvers in 8, Pedantic Potato
Or
may
White
end up
Sword.
getting the thing. Also, Mocco is going to be our first runner into level 9.
Woohoo! Well, I mean, here's the question though. You have a recorder, you have a power bracelet. Do you check some of these spots on the way back to the top northeast corner to go to 9?
Yes, I think you checked the Lost Hills power bracelet spot on what is normally the Any-Road screen, but I don't think you check Second Quest 4.
Yeah, I don't think you go off into there because you can't really get back very easily.
Nope.
Because there's nothing to... Well, he could record her to 6.
He could, but I guess it's a question of where.
Oh,
Oh, hello.
Take
Well, you just buy
those.
these hints first. Thank
All
you.
right, very true. Again, the more it confirms that we already knew.
Black return.
No,
Oh,
we're going back into 8.
There's the hint.
There it is. Oh man.
The hint of density.
All right, guys. This is that is so big. Wow.
But wait, Pedantic Potato might get the same hint.
Yeah, he's got the money. I believe he saved. Oh man, guys, this is
Oh,
the thing.
but here is the problem. Pedantic Potato's gonna walk back, so this is gonna give Mocco a little bit more of a window.
Mm-hmm. It really is.
And that's
Pedantic
Pedantic
Potato.
Potato buys the hints.
I mean, that would be such a huge hint.
That's the kind of hint that you see. This is why you buy hints, even when you have most of the item knowledge.
Yeah. Well, this is why everybody hates on the hints sometimes, is because it can do things like that.
Yeah. There was a thing that I'd heard of a suggestion to instead of have the hint to tell you where something is, tell you where it isn't.
So it's more of a logic puzzle?
Yes.
So to answer a question, the raft is in fact our white sword item. We don't know where it happens to be, but the raft cannot be in level 9 because it's an important item.
You know what? I'm gonna make the prediction that the raft white sword item is located at the arrow.
Bogey's arrow?
Yes.
Yeah, that'd be funny.
I kind of expect Pedantic Potato is going to go in the 9, because if you're Pedantic Potato, you're an hour in and you're not a 9 yet. You probably think you're behind, which is a good spot which is a good place generally to start making gambles, except we have the knowledge that
he could do the exact same thing that Mocco just did. He could check that power bracelet a spot, knowing that you haven't seen the white sword item, knowing that you haven't seen both items in level 8. If you're Pedantic Potato, you could go check those hints if you find them on your way to head into 9, and it could save him and send him back into 8.
it could. I think. And Pedantic did route the PBN, so it's not like...
He did. He has it. Though, here's my question. You know, there's nothing saying that the item in 8 has to be in a staircase.
Yeah, that's the thing, too.
Because I don't know if we saw the heart in here.
We haven't.
So, you know, this 8 could take a while. We still haven't found a map in 8 either. It's a thing.
We know it goes to the tippy top corner.
Mm-hmm. Alright, but anyway, so here we are in level 8. We know that the silver arrows are here. We have complete item knowledge. Both of our runners have the power bracelet.
Oh, Pedantic Potato's not checking. Going straight to 9.
Yeah. And again, this isn't necessarily a bad-ish thing. If we come across the silver's hint really, really quickly, or we cannot get around Ganon.
Well, think about it.
We can switch audio over to Pedantic Potato, though, so we can kind of get a listen.
Oh, wait a minute. Pedantic Potato is missing 2 items in 8, 2 items in 9, and the white sword item, and knows that 2 of them are not silvers.
Yes.
From a mathematical standpoint, this is the correct way.
It is, and it's, again, Mocco was making the exact same play, except for he only had 1 item in 8 still.
And elected to check the power bracelet spot on the way in.
And he just got really lucky.
Yeah.
Yes.
Now, granted, Pedantic Potato could find a silver sand quickly, could find both items quickly.
Oh, that's a beautiful staircase. Thanks, game.
That's the best staircase I've ever seen.
Yeah, let's just take you to a room on the other side from where you were. Alright, meanwhile, Mocco has 10 keys. He's worked 9 keys now. He's working his way here through this level 8.
This could be it.
If it's in his... No, game said no. But we at least have 2 doors. We have a couple more doorways. To answer a question in chat, they're in 8. We got a hint. So Mocco is on his way to level 9 to make the same gamble that Pedantic Potato is making right now. He checks the power bracelet spot, and one of the hints said the silvers are in 8.
This looks like a little dragon.
Yeah, I like dragons.
And you can even see the little wing on the back.
Yeah.
Also, getting the hint, step over the water to reach the wand.
Yeah, that was funny.
Even though Pedantic Potato got it without the ladder.
Well, yeah, but there were Chevy rooms somewhere or remote rooms somewhere. So when the game does the hints like that, it's just saying that one path to the item involves this. It doesn't mean that's the only it's the only way to the item.
You realize that means I want to see a step over the water to reach the ladder hit.
Yeah. And to answer your question in chat, we have an instant roar. Ganon is essentially right as you walk into the dungeon.
Well, this might push PedanticPotato out of 9. Can't get around Spiky.
Yeah. Level 8 looks like a squirrel. Okay. Again, there's no wrong answers, guys. That's the best part about this sort of shapes game.
Yeah.
Is my ink blot is not going to be your ink blot, isn't going to be your neighbor's ink blot, but it's a lot of fun comparing what everybody sees.
So there is a way to go north here, so we're not quite Spiky blocked out of 9.
We're close-ish.
The game tried to send PedanticPotato back.
It's trying to help. It's like the old man who gives you the hint that, you know, tells you what dungeon you're in.
Oh, there's a bomb back.
Bombs are good. Now, if he can't bomb out of this room, then we might be in trouble.
Okay.
No, we could. Okay, Stam. If you say so, level 8 totally looks like a perfect sphere.
I mean, it could be a hypersphere.
Oh, Lord.
Which, a hypersphere is a 4-dimensional sphere. But also a hypersphere would not look like quite like that in a 3-dimensional or even 2-dimensional setting. I mean, a hypersphere in a 2-dimensional setting already looks really weird.
Uh-huh.
Well, sorry, a 3-dimensional setting looks really weird.
I'm just gonna you there. Alright, so Mocco is doing some really fancy schmancy clippies here to be able to clear this room from a safe spot where the bubbles cannot in fact hit him, so that's very impressive. Uncle Iro says that it's an ice cream cone, and now I want ice cream. We were talking about ice cream earlier still.
Yeah.
Oh, this kind of situation is almost exactly what PedanticPotato needs right now to give him the nudge to get the heck out of level 9 and go back to 8.
Yep.
Or, well, one of the other dungeons.
I feel like you start checking PB spots if you get a hint that Silvers are elsewhere just because of the potential light sword item.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see where PedanticPotato goes from here.
Alright, Mako's like, I've cleared a bunch of these staircase rooms. I'm just gonna kill this Gleeok in case they're sitting on the floor. Sadly, they are not. Because again, the item in 8, I don't think we have seen the floor item, and I don't think we've seen a staircase item. Look, another one! It's like, he's got more heads.
More heads! More heads!
No. We don't need to break the game. Oh, this 9 is doing its best to be troll-facey. The bird in Yoshi's Island, but not the raven, the pelican-looking ones? I have no idea, but I like the Mario reference.
Yeah. Up, there's the map of 9!
There's the heart on the floor!
Oh, man. Just when you thought you had it, you don't.
Yeah. Mako's like, nah, I got red ring. I'm done. He's like, I don't need the heart. I just want the silvers. Because at this point, you're looking at the clock and you're going, oh boy. There's a blue boomerang in level 9. This is a beautiful map. I love this.
I'm seeing a suggestion in chat that 9 is a Zamboni.
Okay, I can see a Zamboni. We also had a military vote, which I can kind of agree with as well. And yeah, I agree with Triton. This is one of those you walk into this room and you go, well, I gotta clear this.
You know, what I see is somebody that's going to, like, pinch somebody's cheeks.
Do somebody's what?
Pinch somebody's cheeks.
Like a bubby?
Yes.
I had to remember what that word was, by the way. Oh no, this one too. This is a lovely room in level 8.
So many dark nuts.
Mm-hmm.
And they rolled up.
Mm-hmm. Now, Mocco has a bunch of bombs. He's just gotta not get sandwiched.
Also does have a blue potion.
Thankfully, they remembered that they drop hearts, so that's gonna kind of bail him out just a little bit. All right,
have a
we
Zelda.
do have a Zelda sighting. Thank you very much to Pleco for keeping us updated in chat while we're watching Mocco find the silver arrows. Hopefully, maybe. Oh no!
Well,
Game! Why you do this, game?
nothing in that room.
Wow.
After all of that.
Yeah, but if you look at that room, okay? You look at that room, you're a runner, you've been playing this for forever. You look at that room and you go, yeah, it would be mean enough to do this.
Yep. Oh, here we go.
All right.
Stare for potato. It is a
We
transport.
needed it to be the second item to get him the heck into level 8, or, well, looking for the white sword item.
Which would point him towards level 8.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. The silver to kill the beast lies elsewhere.
Good. Oh, he's gonna stab the old man. Wow, look at all of that. That's a lot of fun. Fun in level 9. All right,
Well,
if you're Pedantic Potato, where are you going?
I think you're checking power rest, which spots for the white sword item on your way back to 8, which is going to get you the hints, which is going to get you the hint that it's an 8. But Pedantic Potato, if there's
there
the
they
silvers.
are. Spiky, what are you doing? Get out of the way.
Okay, so depending on the routes to get there, you might be able to get that relatively quick. If you're
And here
Pedantic
comes.
Potato.
Oh, please check the hints. Potato, you have a ton of money. Check the hints.
Gonna check the hints.
Yeah.
Step over the water to reach the book.
Yeah, thanks. We knew that. It's the next one. There we
have to turn
go.
some silvers.
All right, Mocco is headed into level 9. Now, again, we know that Ganon is very close to start. We're going to switch the audio again.
So the one thing that probably crosses your mind when you see that hint is, when did my opponent get this? Did they get this?
Yeah. It's definitely a thing. He is down from here. Oh, we can't bomb in now. Oh,
Okay.
game. Game is beautiful. Now, here's the unfortunate part for Pedantic Potato. Oh, wait, we couldn't bomb through here either because Potato got stuck in that room.
Well, now this is interesting because if it's magic staircase to Ganon,
Oh, dear.
that gives Pedantic Potato a little bit of time back from all of the transport stairs he'd already seen.
Mm-hmm.
So this
Unless
could actually...
it's one of the ones that was blocked by a dig dogger.
But that's going to depend on if Pedantic Potato gets in. Gets both items out of 8.
This could be fun.
Yeah, this is turning into a bit of
a thing.
You kind of hope actually the Pedantic Potato finds the reporter first.
Yeah, just to make sure he has it when he gets into level 9.
Yeah.
And for getting back to level 9 because he could at least whistle, well, to 5 would be a little bit closer. Mocco has found Zelda.
But then again, if Pedantic Potato finds silvers quickly...
Mocco's just going to up A.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I mean, he doesn't know for sure if it's definitely... Oh, we're going to try something. Okay. What if Mocco runs out of keys? He's got 11 keys, Dom.
If Mocco runs out of keys, Pedantic Potato might be in trouble.
Yeah.
Okay, here's a stair.
Oh, it goes... Okay.
That's the transport.
Yeah, but where did that take us in 8?
Took us to the north of 8.
We can't get down to Ganon. Not from the easy path.
Oh, man.
So Mocco's going to up A continue. He's going to go back to the start. Yes, that's a very good point, JP. The any key is in level 9. To answer a question in chat, it's not cheating when you get the hints. You are making an actual choice to spend your money to get knowledge.
And the other thing, too, is even if you up A out of the hints or reset out of the hints to get the money back, you still have to walk back to wherever you were going. So you're still trading off time for the information.
Yeah, you're not getting anything for free. You are spending time to get time or money to get information.
And you're hoping that that information you get is going to be worth the time you spent to go get it.
Yeah, it's a gamble.
Because there very well could have been no hint for silvers in 8.
Very true, and people bet on sillier things. All right. Meanwhile, Mocco is still looking. He's still looking. We need a magic staircase.
I'm not saying the suggestion to spend real life cash for the hints, and I don't like that.
No, Fred wouldn't make us do that.
Even with the rupee exchange rate to the US dollar, or not being.
Oh, bomb wall. Bomb walls are good. Go get some bombs off of this guy, though. Mako's lining up. He's like, come here, you. Ah, the Dodongo's like, no. Good job, Mocco. There's the map for Mocco, so that's going to tell him that, yeah, we need a magic staircase to be able to get into that section of 9, which is great. Because he's tried bombing every wall that attaches that room. And Malkier is saying he thinks the path is through the robber that Pedantic skipped. Oh, there's the banana.
Yep. Pedantic might actually get to the silver a little bit quicker here.
Trenton is saying that level 9 is a dancing dinosaur.
I'm okay with this.
Yeah, I think it's cute. Yeah, he's in the right area of level 8. But again, it's going to depend upon if that recorder... he will have to walk all the way back to 9 unless he up A's.
But we're also hoping that it... But if it... I don't remember if it was recorder blocked. Because if it was recorder blocked, then that's even bigger of a problem.
Yeah, because then he'd have to go back to 8 again. Alright, so Mocco just tried bombing south. I would take the key door, see if there's any way to get into the left-hand side.
Okay, here's that Dig Dogger blocks potential stair.
Yeah.
See where this leads.
Does it push? It does. It's a staircase.
Oh boy.
Where are we going?
We're going not towards Ganon.
One room to the other side. This is beautiful. But if that's the only way up here... Okay, it's not. Oh, man. This is a great level 9. So much fun for us.
Mocco down to 5 keys.
The Annie key is in here somewhere.
Okay, well, PedanticPotato's gonna get the recorder.
Good. Good news, bad news.
So there's at least that.
This is good. If he needs it, it's faster to get back to level 9. It'll at least get him halfway across the map. But he's got to keep digging for the silvers, and until he finds either the silvers sitting on the floor, or he finds the heart and knows that he has to look for floor items, he's going to be clearing a lot of rooms, including Spiky, so that he can get the heck back out of here.
Except you have to kill Spiky without bombs.
That's a little difficult, but he's got a wand, a red ring, and a white sword. Oh, wow. Can we just get a bomb wall or something here in this level 9? To answer a question in chat, do I want to play this kind of seed? Yes. I played one of these earlier today. It was highly enjoyable. But I am a very strange person who does not care about winning, and I just wish to have fun along the way, so.
Nothing in here for Mocco. Let's see. Nope, no stair.
Mm-mm.
No stairs for you.
Where is this staircase?
No Toledo.
Stairs? No stair. Toledo. Why would we want to go there?
Because, well, Ganon would put his staircase in Toledo if we want to know what to bother them.
So what you're saying is Ganon does not like Ohio, and I think at 3 keys we're going to pick that up. Where is this bomb wall?
Actually, the opposite. Ganon loves Ohio. He just knows everybody else dislikes Ohio.
I don't dislike Ohio. I just don't have fond memories of Toledo.
Like, the last time I went to Colorado, my GPS said, you want to avoid tolls, please avoid the entire state of Ohio.
Okay, potential staircase, and this might be the one Malkier was talking about.
Let's see. Does it push?
No, but it bombs south, too.
Okay. Yeah, we've been here before, because this is where PedanticPotato found the Zelda door.
Okay.
Wait, we've not been on the other side of this team room yet.
No, we haven't. Gonna clear it out so we can actually go ahead and clip.
Well, there's a stair.
Can we bomb south? We can. Oh gosh, that might be the path to Ganon.
Let's see. Well, you got to be able to bomb in. Let's see. Can you do so? Yes!
You can. All right, guys, we have our first Ganon sighting.
Eight hits with the white sword is all it will take.
All right, here we go.
Oh dear.
Oh, don't die.
Mocco's got a potion.
Yeah, he's good. He got to it in time too, so that was helpful.
And now there's a discussion about Pennsylvania versus Ohio.
I moved out of Pennsylvania, so I guess I'm on the Ohio side of this? I don't know. I am on the don't live anywhere where winter exists. But all right, we have bacon. And now Mocco is on his way to go rescue the princess.
Mocco has a path.
The door opens.
And in the room with no floor!
Yay! We have Zelda, and finishing with an official race time GG is Mocco71. He's got a race time of 1 hour, 19 minutes, and 2 seconds. Oh, I got a little lost there. We're fine. Let's get some GGs in chat.
Well, I mean, we all know Zelda finished the race.
Oh yeah, totally. They were talking about food, and now my stomach's going, I like food. All right, meanwhile, PedanticPotato, I believe, has the silvers, and is now heading back in the direction of level 9.
And I think we're going to see Pedantic finish this out as we are joined now in the booth by Mocco. GG's.
GG's.
Thank you, Alsoa. Thank you, CD.
You were going to burn my ring, weren't you?
I was. If it wasn't a room of 8 blue dark nuts, I would have.
Yes. We figured. Rick was like, he paused. He was totally going to do it.
I tried to find a little angle there, but it was just a little too tight for my liking, so.
So, how did you feel about this seed that made you think level 4 was in fact ladder blocked, only to turn around and have a bomb wall that you couldn't find?
Yeah, good point. I wasn't 100% sold on it being ladder blocked. The other thing, though, was level 7 was one screen below it. And I kept thinking, if I'm going to make my way back up there, I may have to be doing 7 as well. Let me see what else I find. And, it's funny. I was trying to be very diligent with my money until I ran out of money by the time I started finding candle shops.
Yeah.
But there was only one dungeon, I believe. No, 2. I'm sorry. 2 and 8 were under candle spots.
Yes.
But I could not get enough money for that candle. So anyway, but yeah, I figured as much, get my way back up to 4 and 7 at that point. I was kind of convinced the ladder was in one of those 2 dungeons. And even as I was scrolling over there, I'm like, well, do I want 4 or do I want 7? I think we're going to do 4. Maybe there's a passage.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, and that on your end was a very good call, because at that point, I think that was one of the last Triforces you needed. You knew where the 1 and 5 was. It was really easy to get once you got the ladder, so...
Right. Yeah, seed one of many this tournament where a ladder is blocking some stuff, right? And
yeah, Alsoa brought that up a little bit earlier.
There seems to be a thing in this flag set where the ladder likes to block a bunch of things early on in dungeon.
Yeah. I'm sorry, CD. Go ahead.
No, it's okay. I was just gonna bring up. So you're still missing silvers. You have 1 item in 8. You have a white sword item somewhere, which is a raft. Oh. We never saw it, but we know it has to be the raft. But you decide on a whim to check that power bracelet spot where you were looking for the white sword item, I'm gonna assume.
Yeah, I was trying to incorporate that. I had, I think, 11 overworld spots remaining. Those, what I was gonna do was that vanilla any road power bracelet spot, then go to second quest 5, check those ladder spots, and then if I didn't have anything at that point, I was probably then going to recorder back to 6 and go to 9. So I was very, very fortunate to find those hints. 2 years ago against Tom J, it was he and I, we had a really close race, and it was the white sword item was the silver arrows. And so, you kind of look and see how much do I have left. And unfortunately, when it's all PB spots and 2 ladder spots, it's all across the overworld. It's not like, oh, I just need to hit Death Mountain and bomb a couple of walls and, I'll be good. Like, no, this one's here, that one's down there, that one's over there. How am I going to do this? And I figured at that point, the time commitment was going to be too long. But yeah, I got very fortunate with those hits.
PedanticPotato, meanwhile, has found his way into level 9. He has got Ganon. I mean, he had been in 9 before you. He actually kind of did that in slightly reverse order. He was in 9, digging all over the place, found the hint after he'd been in there for a while, saying, hey, your silvers are not here, and then he decided to check that power bracelet spot, and thankfully got the hint. So it directed him right to 9.
Oh,
not 9,
good.
8.
Gotcha.
I can do math.
So, to be fair, there was a consideration because Ganon looked like he was going to be Manic Staircase blocked. That PedanticPotato's exploration of 9 was going to give him a little bit of a faster return to 9, just based off of the sheer amount of exploration. Saying, okay, I've seen this many rooms that can be stairs, so I'm just going to see if I can find these stairs.
Yeah. PedanticPotato is choosing to walk back to Zelda because he didn't actually find that direct path that you found from start.
Oh, okay.
He found her from the other door that was going into the room because he didn't have a recorder when he was in here before. He didn't have either item in level 8 when the game said, "Hey, go to 8." So
you better
he
go
ended
to
up
8.
finding the spiky blocked recorder, kind of.
Yeah, how about that, huh? I saw that and I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna have to go and slay all those likes again, because it was a shutter door with Big Dogger, and I'm like, oh my gosh, the game was nice. It was very nice. So.
The game was nice. All right, guys, let's get some GGs in chat for PedanticPotato finishing with an official race time GG time of 1 hour 24 minutes and 55 seconds.
I mean, the spiky death was a little bit unfortunate that we had to see it multiple times.
Yeah, but it was at that point even I would have done it. I would have been like, Spiky, you made really terrible choices, but I don't want to kill all these pancakes again.
Yeah, that was rough.
Yeah, that was
and
a good room.
I did not find the game path or the code path to Ganon because I clipped over a moat room, a tea room.
Yeah. Yep. Welcome and GG's to PedanticPotato.
Thank you.
GG's.
So how did you feel about the ladder being in level 4, which, from what you guys could see, was probably ladder blocked?
I marked on my tracker that it was either bomb or ladder blocked, and I was out of bombs at that time, and I did not prioritize getting bombs and coming back there, so I felt pretty stupid when I finally found it.
Ironically, and it won't make you feel better until later when you maybe watch this back, you guys pretty much got the ladder at the exact same time.
Wow. Okay.
Like,
50 minutes
you both
for me.
tried everything else. You were looking everywhere else. The only thing I think, Pedantic, you hadn't found at that point, I don't think you had found like level 1. But it was you both were like, okay, we're going back to check 4 because we really don't want to go back into 8 yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I had just dug 8, wow. I got that Triforce. I'm like, oh, no, that can't be anything good in 8. I'll do everything else first. But wow, was that a mistake?
I mean, to be fair, most of us would have been like, okay, we got a Triforce. In Mocco's case, he did go south and find the recorder before he left, which helped a little bit. I mean, it gives you more overworld to check, but I think most of us would have taken it and left.
Yep.
I mean, just given how big 8 can be, it made perfect sense with what you guys knew at that time, what you had found at that time to leave that level.
Yeah, it's easy to criticize yourself in hindsight, that's for sure.
Oh, very true. But at the same time, I mean, there was lots of good play in this. You ended up getting your candle first because you were doing... Yep, you ended up getting the candle first because Mocco kept getting hit by door repairs.
Yeah, there were a lot of those. That's very true.
And then Mocco had the bow first. You ended up getting that red ring out of level 6 first. White Sword, you guys were kind of really close together on that one, and then you both got the news that that Triforce was ladder blocked. Pretty close to each other. This game it had lots of jokes today, and there is a White Sword raft somewhere.
Yeah, I
We
guess
know
it
it's
must
not on
be.
a raft spot. Yeah.
Yes, we know. Well, we were hoping that it was I was hoping that the ladder was going to be the White Sword item, and then that it was blocked by the raft. I think also it might have joined me on that one though.
Yeah, if I had
Yep.
also, I suppose, gotten the, I couldn't have known, right? If I'd gotten the power bracelet right as soon as I got the raft, sorry, the ladder,
Yeah. Mhm.
and then found that hint shop that pointed me
Yeah.
straight at 8.
It,
But again,
it
no
would
way
have
to know.
definitely made it closer. But at that point, it's you were doing what, and most of us would have done, like with what information you both had. Mocco gets his last Triforce. He made the decision to go ahead and get the Triforce out of 6 because he was still looking for something at that point. Probably maybe silvers.
I'm anti-7 CD. That's all it is.
Well, yeah, that 7 was interesting.
It was
but
great if you didn't need the item out of it. It was terrible if you looked for the item.
yeah, the Triforce was only like 3 rooms in.
2 rooms.
2 rooms in. So the Triforce was really close, but at that point, you're still looking for that ladder. And the wand really did come in handy for PedanticPotato. It was kind of deep in there. But the Triforce in level 6, the compass was all the way at the top, and the Triforce was all the way back at the bottom.
Once I got the red ring, I said, I'm so far down in Triforces. Triforces are not what I need right now, and that's why I just jumped out of level 6 right away.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, that's kind of how your time kind of was evening out at that point. But Mocco goes ahead. He gets his last Triforce. He gets the power bracelet after he got the ladder, and he's on his way to level 9. But he's still looking for the White Sword item, which we never found because at that point it could have still been silvers. And he basically did the exact same thing that you did after going into level 9. Was you get the power bracelet, you check that spot, you check those hints because you both picked up the book out of level 3 and get the hint that says, hey, by the way, go to level 8.
Oh no. Well, wow. Well, good choice.
I'll tell you what, yeah, and had I tried to dig out that level 8 on the first go round, or maybe, let's say I have that hint the first time, I don't know that I get through that without the ring or the white sword. See, I didn't have either the first time in, and there were so many blue dark nuts in there. That would have been really tough on wood sword. I'm pretty sure they rolled up. I don't even know.
They took like 12 hits on wood sword or something like that. Yeah.
And I was in all but 2 rooms in level 8. I had completely last located the silvers. So that would have been really difficult, just trying to mow them down with a wood sword. So it actually, in my opinion, it worked well the way I played that. Did you have the ring when you went into 8?
When I went in to get the item, yeah, because it was the last thing I did.
Yeah, that makes sense. But yeah, I was kind of hedging, like, white sword items out here. What is on my path to 9? And it was that power bracelet spot, and it worked out. But
yeah, it was. PedanticPotato did also make a good heads up play. He found a blue ring shop after finding the large secret that was under a burn bush. One of the 2 large secrets that was under a burn bush, and he bought the blue ring, which was a very good heads up play. You had the money. And there's really not any reason not to at that point.
That helped me a lot.
Yeah, it gave you a little bit of survivability.
Yeah, I feel like my combat was sloppy at the beginning, and then I did the thing where I get the blue ring, and then I cleaned up my combat for, I don't know, confidence boost. And then I got the red ring 20 minutes after that, and then when you're red ring, you're just sloppy. You're like, whatever, I can take a hit.
Everything. Yeah,
yep.
You do, yeah.
Yeah, that's the only thing that saves me in seeds sometimes is getting the red ring, and I'm like, all right, we can just walk into everything now. This is fine. But yeah, so I'll go ahead and
all the damage.
Yeah. Be like, I'm good. Here we go. A good heads up play on Mocco's side was taking a potion out of a take any, because that came in handy in. Was it 8? No. Blue Dark Nut Room somewhere, I think. You used a potion to make sure you
It
didn't
was,
die.
yeah. I don't remember which dungeon, but yeah, it was Blue Dark Nut related.
I want to say it was actually.
I think so, but it's getting late for me, so I don't honestly remember.
You know, I thought I might pick one up on like the 4th heart, but I never found more than 2 Takenis somehow.
Maybe they were all maybe they were all power bracelet blocks on the other side of the world.
Yeah, or recorder blocked. I mean, and
Yeah,
there's
yeah.
24 spots I didn't check, so yeah, could be.
One was
I mean-
recorder blocked, yeah. The one close to start, vanilla start.
Okay.
That weird recorder spot that
Mhm.
is like never used for anything in the vanilla runs.
The one where it opens and you go, oh, hey, look.
Oh,
it
yeah.
opened.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I love that one. It's amazing anytime something fantastic ends up there and you're like, oh, well, at least it didn't just whirlwind me away to somewhere else or get me shot by Wizrobes trying to wait and see if it opened.
Yep.
So it's definitely a plus. But yeah, you both did a really good job. This was just this was one of those seeds where it came down to a little bit of luck.
Well, I think
And
Mocco had some skill
strategy,
too.
but,
I think
you know.
there's all of the above in this one, but
Yes.
it would have been really crazy if it was if it turned out to be only 5 Triforces. Then I don't know if either
Yeah.
of us would have dug those later levels for items.
Yeah,
you know?
there-
Yeah.
on a 5 Triforce seed, you end up just going as soon as you have the thing, and then you see the Silver Dressler, and you're like, okay, great, I have every other dungeon left, basically. Fantastic.
Yeah. And that's where you start with the smallest thing you have left.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
The
I've
real
been
question
there
is,
before.
I think you could get into 9 on 5 Triforce, no ladder. I think the only Triforces that were ladder blocked were 5, 4, and 3.
But we needed 7 Triforces, so
He's
Yep.
saying if it had rolled differently.
Oh, if it had rolled 5,
Yeah, if it had rolled
Triforce
5,
seed.
you could theoretically just do all of the terrible dungeons, and then you get into 9 without a ladder.
oh yeah.
That would have been interesting.
I wouldn't have made it because I ladder clipped in the
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
tea
He
room.
ladder clipped over that moat room. There were some pretty fun clips there. The one where you're standing on thin air on top of the water, just killing things in the middle of the tea. I appreciated that one.
Well, because those stupid bubbles had to
Uh-huh.
decide to both be within the inside of the tea. I'm like, you've
Well-
got to be kidding.
Well, that was the advantage for Pedantic Potato for a while, was the fact that he got the wand out of level 7. So as he's getting
yeah,
bubbled,
yeah.
he's still able to kill anything besides Wizrobes.
Right.
Yeah, if you look
Not
at,
many Wizrobes in the seed for me,
No.
anyway.
I don't know if I killed a single one. I mean, I
Yeah.
encountered a couple, but I don't think I killed any.
The Dark Nuts decided to take over the Wizrobes as being the terrible enemy in the seed.
This is true. Yes, fair point. I don't think I saw a blue one. I saw a couple orange, but I don't know that I saw a blue Wizrobe, and I am fine with that. So
Yes. I was concerned about that. The overworld enemies looking so easy. I was like, oh no, these dungeons are going to be a pain, and they were.
There you go, Mocco. I fixed it. For
I
you.
see. I just looked over. I see it in chat. Excellent.
There you
Well,
go.
it sounds like it was pretty interesting if you were doing the early 9 gamble, and the viewers didn't know where silvers were at that point. So hopefully it was a good race for everybody. And always, of course, thank you, Combs, CD, and Alsoa. Sorry I could not burn the red ring. And thank you to our tracker. I don't know who was tracking.
Pleco
Pleco?
hopped into track
Oh,
for us at the last
Okay. Thank you, Pleco, for tracking. And thank you, SpeedGaming. And GT's Pedantic Potato. Hopefully, maybe we have a chance to see each other in brackets.
GG's. I hope we do. And also, thank you, also CD and Pleco. It was very much appreciated.
Yeah, it's our pleasure. This is a really good one to watch. So,
Absolutely.
Good.
and I
Well,
mean,
thank
we only get to do Alsoa math once,
Yes. And that
and
was
it
just
was
for the
at the
silvers.
scene. We were almost done.
Yeah. And then I went on this also math thing where I kept connecting 3s and 9s and threw an 8 in there and then said, okay, it's going to be the white sword item because it has nothing to do with 3.
Yeah, and then my eyes glazed over a little bit, but it was fine.
And I for sure got brought up at some point.
Well, thank you all. I have to run, but thank you again, and we'll see you again soon.
Sounds good.
See you later,
I'm just
Mocco.
loading, yep. Have a great night. I'm just loading there we go. Loading the page real quick so that we can tell people starting at probably underway on SpeedGaming 2. We have Danny P. Speed taking on Sci-Town. Also coming up later tonight on SpeedGaming Prime at 10 p.m. Eastern, we have Chaos Finale taking on Rando Runner. And then at 11 p.m., I believe, on SpeedGaming 2, we have Zarnex42 taking on Chess Sharks. So there's still lots more fun Zelda action today. And then tomorrow, we have a bunch of races. So this is a great time, especially so early in the tournament, with 92 runners. To mention that if anybody feels like learning how to do commentary, tracking, if you want to pitch in, give us a hand, it would be greatly appreciated. So you can pop on into the Z1R Discord. There's a form in announcements that you can fill out, or you can just ask one of the tournament admins to give you the volunteer roles, and we'd be more than happy to have your help.
Absolutely. And your conversion of time zones was correct.
Hey, look, I can do tiny math. Teeny, teeny, tiny math. It's okay.
I would say timely math.
Oh, but all right. I'm gonna thank Pleco for doing our tracking in the background. I'll thank Moonrise and Phoenix for that raid as we are wrapping up. Hopefully, whatever you were playing went well, and I will most definitely thank our runners for a great race. But of course, I do want to thank Alsoa for hanging out with me and doing all the math so that I did not really have to. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, and I want to say thank you to you also for putting up with what's it called? Me actually doing math at one point.
It's fine. I'm more than happy to let everybody else do math. It's fine. But yeah, anyway, guys, we will catch you guys all later. There is a ton of Zelda happening for the next couple of weeks, so we'll have plenty of time to hang out, compare notes about why did the game do this to us, or wow, that one went really fast. And have a great night. We'll see you later.
So long, everybody.